This is D.Nicole from Rewind and Review, and today I'm going to be talking about The Shy Season 3, Episode 6, Woo, Woo, Woo. And you guys, that's exactly what I was doing, woo, woo, woo. And I can't believe they let our girl, Miss Elta, go. I can't believe that we just can't get Keisha back to the family. I mean, something's going to have to give. But anyway, y'all, if I had to rate this episode out of 5 stars, I would probably rate it 4 because it was one of our strongest episodes of the season. So if you're not familiar with my platform, welcome, welcome, welcome me, welcome you. And to my old couch potatoes, let's get to it. Alright, y'all, so this episode opens up with Keisha in that creepy basement, handcuffed to the bed, and she's making Kevin a birthday card, y'all. And I am just so glad to see that Keisha has not lost track of the days as she has been locked up in that creepy basement. So we see another flashback, which we have been seeing all season long in the previews, where Keisha asks Kevin how does it feel to be another year older. Now that I think about it, I don't know if it was a flashback, y'all, or if it was a daydream because of what was happening, because I believe Kevin told her something about her going off to college, and so I think this is the year that Keisha would have been going off to college. I don't know. And y'all, honestly, I thought this was the scene where we would have saw Keisha returning home safe and being able to take Kevin out. So we see Keisha and Kevin have this yearly tradition, and she takes Kevin to a local diner for his birthday, and he eats pancakes. So we then see Mr. Creepy Ass come in, snapping his fingers, telling Keisha to get off the bed. And y'all, he began brushing her hair, and then there is this knock on the door, and as we all know, it is Ronnie. Now, I don't know if Ronnie was supposed to be canvassing the neighborhood or if he just knew to just come to their house. So Ronnie tells Mr. Creepy how he heard someone screaming the other night during the blackout, and the creepy man tells him that his wife thought that she heard something too, and that it was the neighbors across the street, and that they always got some shit going. So Ronnie asks the man if he could use the restroom, and the man, he wasn't for it at first. And then Ronnie shares with him how he doesn't have a pot to piss in, and he convinces the man to let him in the house to use the restroom. Now, if I knew I had kidnapped somebody, y'all, I do not think that I would allow anyone to come in my house. I don't care if you did not have a pot to piss in. So, y'all, I'm excited because Ronnie is now about to be the hero of the South Side. So, y'all, Ronnie goes into the house. He's walking all slow to the restroom, and he's trying to see if he can get a glimpse of some clues. And that girl Keisha is smart. She hears footsteps, and she begins to scream. So Ronnie then runs downstairs, and he asks the man if he hears anything. But y'all, the man grabs a trophy to knock Ronnie in the head just in case, he end up hearing Keisha again. But y'all, the only thing he can hear is the teapot and the stove that's on the stove that's now whistling, and the TV where we hear Camilla in the background talking. So Ronnie is like, I must be hearing things, and he leaves. So y'all, I am mad because why the fuck would Ronnie even run down the stairs and ask the man if he heard anything? Like, I would have came down there quiet. I would have came back later, just like he did that creepy guy Jeremiah when he waited till he left the house and broke in his house. Like, why would you come down there? He's a creep. Alright, so next we with Dre, Nina, and Kevin. And Nina tells Kev, don't be out too late. I'm cooking dinner. And Kevin tells them that he already has plans with Jake and Papa. So we see that Kevin is just wanting to be a normal teenager. He doesn't really want to be around his mom. He just want to do what he do with his friends. And so she convinces him to, invite the crew to eat. And then y'all can go do whatever business y'all want. We also find out that Dre is actually planning a surprise party for Kevin with Papa and Jake. So now we're with Emmett and Tiff, and they're at this little, I guess you would call it a dispensary. Emmett is a businessman, so he feels as if Tiff is getting ripped off with the prices and she needs to get a better deal because she makes too much money for them. So y'all, I'm not gonna lie, Emmett was irritating as hell at first. I'm like, damn, you finna get Tiff, make Tiff lose her connect. But he stood 10 toes down. He like, nah, let me speak to the owner. So y'all, I don't know what the fuck it is, but it seems to me like Emmett just knows everybody in the whole damn South Side. But we see that the owner turns out to be Brandon's cousin, the one with the locks. Don't know his name right now. I think it's Hannibal. But if I'm not mistaken, he told Brandon about this little venture in season 1 and 2. I think he was telling him about some kind of weed business. I can't remember. So now we see that Kevin and Gemma are on their little date, and y'all, she gets to texting her friends to come, and he's texting his friends to come, and we're going to see who shows up. But we know that Jake and Papa are helping to get his surprise party together, so they won't be attending the little outing. But y'all, I just think that it's so funny that Jake didn't tell Gemma to come to the surprise party. So y'all, we're back with Keisha and the creepy ass man, and he's telling Keisha how she reminded him of his childhood crush and how he basically couldn't save her for being in the streets, but he has plans to save Keisha. And I guess locking her up in the basement is it. And y'all, he's just a damn sicko. I'm sick of him. I'm ready for Keisha to get out. Alright, so next we see Otis Perry's mother on the news, basically trying to ruin his campaign. And we see that she is for Lena Waithe's character, Camilla. And honestly, the way Camilla ass is giving out money, she may have paid her ass to do this mess, y'all. So we see Duda and Rose are watching this broadcast, and Duda is mad. And hell, Rose is mad too, and she's asking him what's his plans. And he basically is like, he gonna let this ride out. Don't you talk to her. I'm going to take care of this. So y'all, we're back with Tiff and Emmett, and who we now are in the back chilling with Brandon's cousin. And Emmett, you know, he is a businessman. He is trying to cut a deal for Tiffany. So y'all, Emmett and Tiffany leave, and they're all happy. Y'all, Emmett has lost his job, and so his ass is always into some kind of venture. So now he's trying to convince Tiffany to let him be her manager. And y'all, sis not going. She like, nah. So we're back at the skating rink with Kevin and Gemma, and Kevin overhears his classmates talking about his sister, y'all, and he is pissed, and he assumes that it is Jake. And y'all are really confused on why he would even think that it would be Jake, because for one, Jake has made it very clear that he do not fuck with the whites at the school. But y'all, Gemma's face is basically telling it all, screaming that it was me. So y'all, next we're with Papa and Maisha, who is picking up Kevin's cake. And so Papa is expressing how he wants to be exclusive. And Maisha's like, she just not feeling people being in their business. So y'all, I wouldn't have paid for the damn cake, y'all. They get the cake, the name is wrong, the worker is trifling as hell. Instead of making it look cute, they just scrape it off and fix it. And if I'm not mistaken, it was still wrong, which is probably why the cake didn't make a chance to make it to the damn party, because Papa tried to hold Maisha's hand, and while holding her hand, he drops the cake. And now, how the fuck was that gonna work, Papa? So now we're back with Emmett and Tiff, who have now made a stop at one of Tiff's clients, who I'm just gonna call Miss Cleo. So Miss Cleo doesn't have money for her greenery, so she hustles them into car reading. And y'all, I really hate that Miss Cleo reads these cars. Y'all know, we already know there has been nothing but trouble in their paradise. And y'all, these cards are basically pointing out that Emmett is going to cheat or be tested in some kind of way. And y'all know, I already think him and Dominique are bound to smash. And y'all, this is just, it's just too much for me. Like, Miss Cleo, bye. Okay, so next week with Trig and Jake, and they are shooting basketball. And Duda has some guy who is actually following Jake around. Hell, he might be following Trig around. And so we see that Jake is emotional. He feels some type of way about Trig leaving. And y'all, the whole time, I honestly thought that Trig had got locked up. But Jake asks him why he leave, and he was supposed to be the head of household. And Trig basically tells him, like, we can't turn back the hands of time. What do you want to do? Hit me, y'all. And Jake, he punches him. And so Trig lets him know that, okay, you got your lick. I'm not about to be your punching bag. So now we're with Keisha and that creep, y'all, and he's feeding her. And Keisha, I believe, has learned the game. She's touching him, and she's telling him, like, look, I'll behave if you just give me this one favor. So now we're with Rosalind and Duda's mom. And the first thing that comes to my head was Duda cannot be home. Like, I remember that this man told you not to entertain his mother and that he was going to handle it. So Rose is basically bribing Duda's mom to basically shut the fuck up with $20K and has her to sign a contract. So y'all, the mama is talking shit about Duda, and he walks in. And y'all, her face changes to fear. And he tells her, you know, get the fuck out. And I'm just happy he ain't stumped her like he did old boy last week. And y'all, Candy ass knows she fucked up because she looking stupid. And Duda lets her know, like, right now, I thought I could trust your ass again, but you go and do this. Alright, so next we see Ronnie has arrived to the nursing home and he plans to take Mrs. Ethel out. He takes her to this old club that she used to own. And so the club was then jazz. Now it has become a male strip club. So Mrs. Ethel had plans to get up there to introduce a jazz performer. And she seems upset. But then she is greeted with this lap dance. And y'all, it looks like their anger went out the window. So now we're with Kevin and Gemma, who has taken him to a diner for his tradition of his pancakes. So Gemma is giving Kevin gifts, and she lets him know that the classmates didn't know because of Jake. It was because of her mom. She went to her mom about some advice, and her mom basically went talking. So y'all, Kevin is pissed. He's asking her why would she do that, and then he storms out and toss her the new iPad back and saying, you thought buying me gifts would make this better. And y'all, Gemma is sad. And because all she really wanted to do was go to her mama about some advice, and her mama basically ruined it for her. So now we're back with Trig and Jake, who are at Reggie's stash house, and Trig is convinced that there's some money there, and Jake is like, it ain't no money here. But we soon found out that there were 50 G's in the wall, and we see that this man that Duda has following them around, and Trig has to knock him out. And so Trig tells Jake basically like, I'm not doing this if you're not down. I'm not about to invest in this lawyer, and I really want you to stay with me. Are you cool with it? And y'all, he tells him that Jake, that Duda had something to do with Reg being killed. And now, y'all, I cannot wait to see how this conversation ended. And y'all, I feel so sorry for Jake. He has to deal with so much at the age of 15. So now we're back with Duda, who is doing this press conference about his mom, saying how she struggled with mental health. And that's basically what he plans to do with the community, to fight mental health. And y'all, he plays this clip of Camilla that further proves to us that she is shiesty as hell. She is basically says that if the people are dumb enough to believe in God, of course they'll be dumb enough to vote for me. And now I'm remembering her giving money to Papa Daddy, as well as that when she was talking on the TV at the Creepy Man house, she said that she gives money to speak at venues to people that are in need. So we're going to have to watch her. And I'm trying to figure out, is Papa's dad's church going down? Like, why did she give? Alright, y'all, so we're back with Miss Ethel and Ronnie at the club, y'all, and Miss Ethel is owning the stage. She's taking the people down memory lane, and everybody seems to be enjoying it. So they give our girl her final applause, and Ronnie take her home, and she is complaining about how cold it is, y'all, and I just knew when Ronnie turned around that she was gone, y'all, and Ronnie goes and he lays a blanket on her, and he knows too, but he checks her breathing, y'all, and he breaks down, and y'all, I'm just hurt, y'all, because they didn't bring her into half of the season, y'all, just to take her away. Like, damn, couldn't Ronnie not find Keisha first? But honestly, y'all, it was quite predictable in this episode. Her returning to her club, her having a great final day. It's like I knew it was coming. But y'all, Mrs. Ethel is an OG. She started with us season 1. And it truly hurts to see her go. Especially for Ronnie. He has no choice but to get his shit together now and to save Keisha. But hell, if he takes any longer, Keisha's gonna save her damn self. So next we see that Keisha has asked Mr. Creep for it, and I'm honestly surprised that he says yes, but he allows Keisha to call Kevin, and she hears his voice, and the whole time Keisha can't say anything, y'all, and I'm just ready for her to get away from this damn creep. So Kevin goes in the house, and we see that the surprise party is a success, and all of his friends are there. And we see that Nina has brought the tradition of him with the pancakes, and it's just like you remember. And y'all, I'm just glad that Kevin is happy, and he can, as he can be in this situation. And y'all, this concludes basically our episode, y'all. I'm so hurt with Miss Ethel. Like, why y'all couldn't let her live? Why y'all done killed off damn near all of the main cast? I mean, whew, y'all, whatever. In the comments, Please tell me what y'all think is gonna happen. Do y'all think Ronnie is going to find Keisha? Do you think that Trig is gonna actually get custody of Jake? Do y'all think that I don't know, y'all. Well, tell me what y'all think. Do y'all think Kevin will forgive Gemma? Y'all, this was a good episode. A little emotional, I guess, with Miss Ethel leaving, as well as all of the Kevin, in his emotions about Keisha and his birthday. But it was a pretty solid episode.